Business Brain, episode 6. Why does that keep happening? Hang on. That's interesting. I get like a little. Oh, I think I know. I have an idea. Let me see if I remove that. Okay. Let me do that. Does that change anything? So I'm talking and yup. Interesting. Okay, great. I know what to do. Yep. Cool. Here we go. Business Brain. Oh, no, there it is again.
I heard it too. A little pop.
Yeah, a little pop.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try this one more time. Business Brain, episode 687 for Casual FridAI, September 26th, Alpaca Day, 2025. Greetings, folks, and welcome to Business Brain, the show where we take some ideas, we crunch them, we dissect them, we use them to tune our business brains so that we can each be a little bit better at living those charmed lives. Our sponsors for this week include Shopify.com/businessbrain, where you can sign up for your $1 per month trial period. And, of course, it's Alpaca Day. So you got to go to go.pakaapparel.com/brain to grab your PAKA hoodie, which I'm wearing right now. And because I want to wear it every day. I've worn it 2 days in a row already.
Their socks are off the charts.
Yep.
Amazing.
It's amazing. We'll talk more about this in a little bit. For now, here in Durham, New Hampshire, I'm Dave Hamilton.
In Lafayette, California, I'm Shannon Jean. Still out here, still talking. Happy to be here for FridAI.
FridAI. So we started having a conversation between our episodes here about the different LLMs. It was catalyzed by the fact that we wanted to make sure everybody knew about Perplexity. They'll give you 12 months free with a PayPal account. So we'll put a link to that in the show notes if you haven't already done it. Go do that. Yep. But we started talking about, we have our free Perplexity Pro accounts. We have our paid ChatGPT accounts. I have a paid Claude account because Claude is a sponsor of one of my other podcasts. And so I really am living like talk about the charmed life here. I am living the AI charmed life. I'm paying awesome for one and I have the other two for a little bit anyway. And the question came up of, which LLM do you use for what?
Yeah.
Now, we both started with ChatGPT because that was the first out of the gate. And so that's the one we both paid for. That's the one that has my history in it. It understands me. I understand how to work with it. I know how to prompt it. And so something else would need to be pretty remarkable to pull me away. There would need to be a huge differentiator to pull what's now years of history. I would just need to abandon, right? And move to a new platform as sort of my default chatbot, if you will. Now, Claude has absolutely done it because they have Claude Code. I've done vibe coding or assisted coding, if you will, with all three of the LLMs, and like Claude, there's not even a close second to what Claude does. It's fantastic. I mean, like the others aren't like they'll work, but Claude is just so much better. It's so much better. It is best in class. It's
more sophisticated. It's faster. Or it's what I mean.
Yes and yes. It allows me. It's more reliable. Is the first thing. I don't have to go through as many iterations if I just let it do the work as opposed to having it assist me with my work, right? Yeah. Claude, I might have to go through 1 or 2 iterations where it gets things wrong, where is ChatGPT, I would have to go through 7 or 8 iterations.
Got it.
And if I ask Claude, are you sure, it will often find its own errors before I even get the chance to. Yeah, it understands code even better. It's got a broader scope, so it can see more things at once. ChatGPT just forgets about the history, and it's like, dude, you created this 3 days ago. Why don't you know? In the same chat thread, why don't you know about it? And it doesn't. Yeah. It's lost. Whereas Claude really maintains that scope in a better way. Yeah.
I see. That's really good.
So for coding, for me, it's Claude. Perplexity, I've used as a conversational AI, it's fine.
Yep.
Its research is, I would say, maybe a notch better, a notch more sophisticated than ChatGPT's, but they keep upping each of them keeps upping the ante so much that. But I feel like Perplexity definitely gets the research thing a little bit better, but not better enough to convince me to move my entire life into it.
And have you used their browser, this Comet?
I have not used Comet. No,
I'm on the wait
have
list.
it.
I have it.
Oh, no.
Have it?
Oh, if you're on the Pro, you get it.
Oh, I didn't even see. I went back there. It said
I literally have it downloaded, and I don't even think I've launched it. Or maybe I haven't downloaded it yet. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I downloaded it.
I thought so too, but when I went there, it said you're on the wait list. But I was already on the wait list before, so maybe it's confused.
Right.
I'll take a look at it.
Oh, yeah,
right,
maybe.
if I was already on it.
Yeah.
Okay, and how about Grok? Have you used Grok very much?
Not a ton. No, I haven't. Have you?
I do use it occasionally. I don't have like the history I have with ChatGPT and all that kind of stuff and projects and like ChatGPT, some of the projects, I've uploaded hundreds of pages of content that I now use to, hey, I speak this. I mean, I've uploaded every post I've ever done, long form post online, and it's an amazing tool. But Grok is kind of cool. One thing I use Grok for is to try to help me, this will sound terrible, but find the truth about comments or maybe a social media, especially on X. You can say at Grok did this really happen this way? Give me some more context on this topic, and it'll go research and give you the data. I had a topic this morning, which I'm not going to mention here because we don't have hours to discuss.
Sure. Yeah.
But I was like, that can't be real. And I was from a post from a company back in 2017. I took a screenshot of it because it was a screenshot. I'm like, somebody faked this.
Sure.
And I put it in Grok and I said, Grok, did this really happen? Because I figure, I don't know if I'm right or wrong in this, but I figure Grok is closer connected to X, right? Because it lives there, at least partial. So
yeah. It should have access to all of the public stuff there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just said, hey, is this a real post? And it really broke it down in a sophisticated, not only did it say, yes, it's real, it said, however, the person who posted it is taking it out of context a bit. And it understood the context. It said that answer, or it wasn't a post in itself. It was in answer to a specific question that they posted, that a customer of theirs asked. And I thought, well, that does change it. So it's understanding nuance a bit about this post, which really is important in to add context. I thought it was pretty wild, right?
I mean, like that's the whole. Something can be true and misleading and used in a misleading way.
Yeah, and it wasn't
of course.
Yeah, it wasn't in any nefarious way, but once you understood the backstory, you could go, okay, yes, that's still like, oh wow, that's very interesting, but it wasn't. It wasn't in the same context that it's being talked about today.
Right.
And so I thought that was really good. And I feel like Grok is always the go-to one when I have questions about things I find, at least on the X platform. So they all have their uses.
Yeah. Let us know which LLM are you using and for what and why. Yeah. Feedback at businessbrain.show. We definitely want to know what you're using. We'll share it here on the show. In fact, we have some things to share. We have some of your reviews and maybe a little bit more about AI, depending on how much time we find ourselves with. The next thing that we want to do is tell you about our sponsor, starting with what I'm wearing, my brand new PAKA hoodie and socks that they sent me. And wow, like it's the perfect mix, right? Soft enough to curl up on the couch, but thin, fitted, and stylish enough to wear out to dinner. This feels like the cozy weekend hoodie that somehow got promoted to CEO. Here's the deal. PAKA makes performance apparel from alpaca fiber. Softer than cashmere, warmer than wool, and still totally breathable. It's lightweight, it doesn't stretch out or pill, and somehow keeps me warm when it's cold and like cool when it's hot. It's just sort of perfect. Thermoregulating, odor resistant, durable. The thing is built for real life. Each hoodie is handcrafted in Peru, and the artisan actually stitches their name into the tag. Mine says it was handmade by Lily. I just looked down and checked. Over 100,000 people already have one. But what I love knowing is that it's sustainably made, supporting those communities in Peru. And right now, when you order a PAKA hoodie, you also get a free pair of Alpaca crew socks. Next level cozy, folks. Lifetime guarantee, and quite possibly the only socks that could survive a wrestling match with Bigfoot. That remains to be seen. So, if you've been thinking about leveling up your hoodie game, this is your sign. And if you haven't, this is also your sign. Live your charmed life in comfort and sustainability with PAKA. To grab your PAKA hoodie and your free pair of Alpaca crew socks, head to go.pakaapparel.com/brain and use our code BRAIN. That's go.pakaapparel.com/brain and enter code BRAIN. We'll have the link in the show notes on the website or in the email so you can get it there and click on it and go get your hoodie and your free pair of Alpaca crew socks. And our thanks to PAKA for sponsoring this episode. And hey, have you ever noticed that magical purple Shop Pay button when you're shopping online? The one that lets you skip digging for your wallet and makes checkout painless? Well, that's our sponsor, Shopify. And it's not just about making buying easier. It's about making selling possible for millions of businesses, mine included. Shopify powers 10% of all U.S. e-commerce, from household names like Mattel to podcasters, like me, selling merch. With Shopify, you get hundreds of ready-to-use templates, so you don't need to know a line of code to make a beautiful online store. You can run inventory, payments, shipping, and analytics all from one place. And when it's time to grow, Shopify's built-in marketing and email tools, they will help you find and keep new customers. And that purple button we were talking about, well, it's why Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. I mean, if that button were any more loved, it'd probably get its own fan convention. If you want to see less carts being abandoned, it's time for you to head over to Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/businessbrain. Go to shopify.com/businessbrain. Again, shopify.com/businessbrain. And our thanks to Shopify for sponsoring this episode. All right, Shannon. All right. We have some reviews.
Awesome. I love those.
Okay. I will start with one from Mickey Papillon on Apple Podcasts from the United States. Title is Great Show for Entrepreneurs and Those with the Drive to Do Better. Great show for those that are entrepreneurs thinking about being one, or just those that want to be better at what they do. So much good advice and thought-provoking content. Listen to just one and you'll be hooked. Thank you for that, cool. Mickey.
Yeah,
amazing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Mickey will be entered into our drawing for a MacBook this year, which is the odds are still very much in your favor, even with just one review.
2 months left.
Yep. There are months left. That's right. And you can go and review us at businessbrain.show/review. Just like someone who goes by BP-60501, who also reviewed us in Apple Podcasts in the United States. Sorry, I missed the title of it is Smart Strategies to Become a Charmer. Oh, and charmer is in quotes. No, it's always good to come up with a term for those of us that are members of a community, right? And we're all part of the Business Brain community. We talk about living our charmed lives.
Become a charmer.
Are we all charmers? I like this to become.
I like it too.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see if that sticks, Shannon. Yep. You're quite the charmer. Dave and Shannon deliver sharp, actionable insights with wow. Dave and Shannon deliver sharp, actionable insights with a refreshing blend of wit and wisdom. A must-listen for those like me who are trying to live a charmed life, seeking smart strategies to assist with that goal. Well, thank you, BP-60501.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's
I love that. That's great. And we have one more from, let me find it here, make sure I got this right, from RHazelrigg, longtime friend and fan of the show. And his is in Podchaser, 5 stars. Business Brain Podcast is a game changer for entrepreneurs. Each episode is packed with practical advice, real-world experiences, and actionable tips that have helped me grow my business. Dave's engaging storytelling and genuine passion for helping others shine through in every episode. Whether you're just starting out or looking to scale, this podcast is a must-listen. Highly recommend. Amazing.
That's great,
Thanks.
man.
I'm sure he
Even
thinks
though he
nice
didn't
things
mention
about
me,
you.
that's-
I know.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
next time. Half a MacBook.
That's right. Half a MacBook. No, it's and make sure those of you whose reviews we have read in the show, and we endeavor to read all of them in the show, by the way.
We do.
Once we've read your review in the show, you are entered into the drawing. But here's the thing. We don't necessarily know how to contact you if you win. Some of you, like for example, Robert Hazelrigg, we have mentioned your comments on the show. We're pretty sure that this Hazelrigg is you. And so if you win, we're going to send an email to the email that you've already sent us emails from. However, make sure that you chime in and just let us know, folks.
Exactly.
Yeah. We'd hate to pick a winner and have nowhere to send the MacBook. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Other stuff.
Yeah, I want to, real quick, and I know we don't have a lot of time left,
Yeah.
but one thing I want to talk about with AI is using photos with your AI.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is when you have a question about something, being able to take a picture of it, upload it, and ask it to tell you the answer. And I'm not talking about just like, well, let me give you a couple of examples.
Okay.
I was working up at our river house, and I have a Polaris Ranger,
Okay.
big side-by-side thing that I drive around, and the emergency brake stopped working. And so when you're on the hills and stuff, that's not good, right?
Yep.
I had a problem. So I was like, for a while, I was like, had a log I would stick another, and I was like, this is ridiculous. Sure. So I flipped the hood. I could kind of see where the thing was, but I didn't know what was wrong with it. And I took a picture, I uploaded to ChatGPT, and I said, emergency brake doesn't work. What's wrong?
Sure.
And it came back and said, I forget what it called it. This particular part is out of alignment. You can see right here, or see right in this section, you need to loosen this bracket, pull it back down, tighten it back up, and it'll engage with where the gear thing is that locks down the emergency brake. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Amazing.
Put it in, put it together. Yeah. Just last night, I was swapping out my Comcast router, and I unplugged. I have a bunch of stuff plugged into it, like my mesh network and all this stuff. And of course, it's kind of, it's the way my house is, it's in a closet, like utility closet outside is where the router lives. Oh. So I'm outside, it's getting dark. I pull everything in, I unplugged the new one, and I was like, I don't remember where these other things plug in. I took a picture of the back of the router. Yeah, I took a picture of the back of the router. I said, which ports do I use to plug in? I have one of these, I have one of these, and one of these. And it's like, oh, that goes in port 4, this goes in port 2, and that one goes in port 3. Plugged them all in. Perfect.
Amazing.
So yeah, lean on your LLM or whatever AI to help you, but give it tough things to. It'll do a lot more than you think, right?
It's lot. Crazy. What's now? I know I say bad things about multitasking, Shannon. However,
you still do it.
Oh yeah. While we've been recording the episodes today, I happened to notice an error message from one of the containers, a Docker container on my Synology. If those words don't mean anything to you, don't worry about it. Yep. It's not really relevant. And so when we've had sort of like downtime moments, listen, we pre-record the sponsorship spots for the show.
Yeah.
Because I want to get them right.
A couple minutes.
Yep. And so we have these couple of minutes of where we have downtime, and we realize it's not downtime for you, and we're very appreciative of that fact. But we've put in the time ahead of time so that we can keep them tight, candidly. Better to go, to take 20 minutes up front to make sure it's a 90-second spot that hits all the points and gets you everything you need to know versus a 4-minute spot where we're meandering through things. We do the meandering and then we edit and chop it down. So, but what that means is during the show, there's about 3 minutes where I already know what's going to be said because I said it. So I noticed this error message. I took screenshots of the error message. Of course. Put it into ChatGPT. I gave it a link. I realized that what happened was one of the engines, one of the containers that was running got auto upgraded to what is now version 2.0.0.
Dangerous.
Right. So I'm like, oh crap. But I just fed it the GitHub URL, the URL to the website of the project, and then screenshots of the error messages.
Nice. Yeah.
Because I didn't want to copy and paste all these log files. I didn't have time for that. We're doing a show. Yeah. And so I just put screenshots in and said, go, tell me what to do. And it did. And it said, oh, it's, a config line has changed. Go change it. So I changed it. And now
it works.
Nope, but it gets farther. So I took more screenshots while we've been talking here, and it's told me what I need to do next. And I know that it's right. Like it all makes sense. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I also use it now a lot more. Like if we talked about Kajabi in the last episodes.
Yeah.
Well, if there's a website, I'm trying to learn something, I don't search on the site anymore. I use ChatGPT. So if I want the steps to fix something in Kajabi or build something new in my community, I ask ChatGPT because it gives me, and then it says it'll also iterate. It'll say, "Oh, do you want me to create a step-by-step, this and that to figure it out?"
Yeah.
And I do this. You're talking about your situation. I was having some DNS problems. And
sure.
If you don't know what DNS, doesn't matter.
Don't worry about it.
One of the
you're already living a more you are a better charmer than we are. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. But I took screenshots of the DNS configuration from my Namecheap account.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is the problem. What's wrong? And it says, oh, go change this, delete that record, add this record, and make it say this. I'm like, okay, great, fixed it. So
I will say that with tech support, and especially that kind of tech support, if you don't have enough subject matter knowledge to understand, even at least from a 10,000 foot view, what it's trying to help you with, be careful. Because it doesn't, especially when you're saying, how do I do this on Kajabi or how do I do this on Namecheap? I was doing something the other day and it was telling me, oh, just go here and check this box. I'm like, that freaking box doesn't exist anymore.
I've had that too. Yes.
Right? Because it's based on old data sometimes. And you have to tell it, please research what the most current thing is. And so just I would say with tech support, maybe that's the most important thing is research my version of this, because you might not have the most current thing, but make sure it knows. The more information you can give it, because it can go and search the web, but it won't if it thinks it already just has the data in its archives. So just be aware of that. That's all.
A good point.
Good stuff. Fun.
Well, if you have AI comments, questions, things we should talk about, things we got right, things we got wrong, feedback at businessbrain.show, let us know. We want to hear from you.
We absolutely want to hear from you. Like he said, feedback at businessbrain.show. Thanks for spending your time with us. Make sure to go to businessbrain.show and sign up for the mailing list so you can get all the links that we have in the show notes. That way you get that Perplexity Pro free for a year. And keep living that charmed life. We'll see you next week.
Have a great weekend. See ya.
Later.